Hey guys, coming back with another gaited series video. So I've been having a lot of emails, a lot of messages. Hey, you're the gaited specialist. Why isn't there more videos about gaited horses? So here we are, bringing you more videos. You, the customer, are always right. So this is what we have. This right here is Bambi. Bambi is a 3-year-old Paso Fino filly, and she's about a month and some change on her saddle. Basically up to this point, she's a firecracker of a little filly. Her father is like a 7-time national champion. Her mother placed 3rd at the national championship. She's built to be wired for sound. So the only thing we've done to her with this point is basically ask her to be calm, go on trail rides, go on obstacle rides. Now we're starting to ask her to gait. A couple things that you'll notice from the beginning, we're not riding her with a halter. We're riding her with a spoon bit. So it has a small curved shank to help her pick her head up. The other thing that you'll notice on her butt is we have a breeching. If you haven't seen the breeching video, stop. Go to the breeching video, and I explain this in its entirety. But basically, this is what you would see on a mountain horse to keep the saddle from sliding forward, or a pack mule, or a carriage horse to stop the carriage from hitting them. But what this does is it really helps me collect my horse up and bring their rear end underneath them. Otherwise, it's just desensitizing them. It doesn't affect them in any other way. Just helping them not to get strung out. And on a young, impressionable filly like that, it really helps. The traditional way of making that happen is squeezing your legs and pulling back on the bridle, and squeezing your legs and pulling them back on the bridle until they get closer from head to butt. Having this on allows them to already keep their butt under them. So this is the beginning of when we ask her, okay, it's okay to turn your energy on. So she's only had this for a day or two, and we're starting to ask her to wake up. And we have a comfortable bit, a cavesson, so we can drive her on the bit. And now we're starting to say, hey, I want you to gait, I want you to be consistent. Since she's never really worked with energy, she's a little wired for sound right now. Notice how we are going to navigate these waters. First things first, whenever I want her walking in flat, the reins are down. That's what she's been doing so far. Now I want her, okay, you have energy, perfect. Now's the time to use it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gather up these reins until almost I feel contact, and I'm building a frame. For this little filly that's so spastic to be consistent, I have to be the consistent variable. The more consistent my hands are, the more consistent my horse will be. So she rides direct rein, so that's one hand on each rein, but notice I have slack because she brings her head right to me. Notice how I throw my slack to the outside and I grab a hold of it here and I double it up. This gives me even more stability so my hands stay in the same place. Now I'm gonna look up and sit up. Usually when I'm riding her, I'm slouchy, I'm relaxed. Notice how she already, just the way she's walking is animated already, just from me sitting up. My elbows are by my side. It's a straight line, close to a straight line from my elbows to her face. I look up, sit up, and then I start squeezing my legs. And what I'm looking for her to do is be comfortable moving inside, moving in between my bit and the breeching. So trying to start to put a frame together where she can move freely and effortlessly inside my hands. If she tries to run through my bridle or canter or break gait, I'll tighten up my hands just a little bit. If she does what she's not likely to do, which is relax or get kind of lazy like you saw on the last horse that I worked, then I'll squeeze my legs. So my legs are relaxed beside her just to let her know to go straight, but they're not really squeezing or asking for energy. I'm just looking for her to get consistent as possible. So I keep my eyes up where I'm going. My elbows are locked into my side. Right there, she sneezed. When she sneezes or when she blows air, my hands stay in the same place. So very quickly, she learns to put her head in the same place. Her freedom is inside my hands. Her freedom is inside my frame. All right, so we're talking about a little bitty spastic filly, a young, hot, this is as hot as they get filly. Look how consistent she's already getting. She's less than 2 months under saddle, and she's already getting right where we want, where she's staying inside of our hands. I'm not having to pull. There's really no tension on the bridle. The first day or two, she surged. I would tighten up my hands. She stays inside my hand. My hands are real relaxed right now. You can see my hands are open. And I'm just letting her get consistent here. Notice how the speed is pretty consistent. That's because we're consistent. If she slows down, I squeeze my legs. If she speeds up, I tighten up my hands. So very quickly, she does what she's learned how to do, is find her happy place where I'm not asking her to go any faster and I'm not asking her to slow down any. Watch when I reverse, she's working on her reverses. So that means rollbacks are towards the fence, reverses are towards the inside. I'm going to sit on the inside, bring both my hands this way. There we go. Look how square and straight, look at her ears up. To give all that energy, look how happy she is to give it. Because for the first time, we're saying, hey, we know you have a giant motor. We know you have more heart than chest. Here, show it, let it go. Let's see what you've got. And we're allowing her to express herself now. We're allowing her to show us that energy. This is what she's built to do. Paso Finos, they were founded Puerto Rico, Colombia, Dominican Republic, and they derived from the Andalusian and a native Trinity pony that was like a mountain goat, could get anywhere. And they had such energy that they could travel the mountains all day long with the conquistadors and became the favorite mount of the conquistador. So the reason that they're used today is because they're the world's smoothest horse. So as she gets more and more gaited easier and easier, I mean, I'm already gliding along, but she'll get even smoother than this the more comfortable she gets. Notice how little I did to reverse her there. Basically, I just looked where I was going. I'm gonna look, lean. Look how she's completely staying, even with all the energy she has, she is staying in between my hands, in between my legs, trying to go wherever I lean, trying to stay in between my reins. All that comes from putting a good foundation. All that comes from putting in all the boring work. People just want to gait, but putting in the boring work or showing them how to move off of pressure allows her to be able to move inside of this small frame that I'm giving her. And look how happy she is to move off of it. Oh. How happy she is to move off of it. It's because she went through kindergarten before she went to first grade. She passed first grade before she went to second, so on and so forth. We went through the whole respect series of teaching her, hey, how to get from point A to point B, how to deal with her energy and not try to run away with us, how to do these different things. And because of that, now she's passing with flying colors her gait test, her gait class. She's, okay, I know how to give the pressure, so you're picking your hands up. You must want me to keep my head higher. Okay, if I speed up too much, you're tightening up on me. If I stay right here, you're loosening up on me. So whenever I was in a show ring, I never wanted to get beat by a horse that was more consistent than me. If you have a better horse than me, that's okay. If you have just some monster freak and you beat me, good on you. But you're gonna have to work really good, because my horse, I want them to be happy working that hard. And the only way they can be that happy is if you can make a free space for them. Whenever I build my frame like this right here, I'm saying, hey, I'm drawing a line in the sand, and I'm saying, hey, as long as you stay inside of that, you are completely free. You're completely free, and I won't move, I won't flex, I won't stop, I won't do anything with you as long as you stay inside of my frame. And because of that, even though she's a little chestnut mare in the making, she's happy to do it because I'm not arguing with her, I'm not fighting with her. If I would have tried to gait her from the very first day and try to do this kind of high energy tempo work, it could have been a disaster. Maybe she would have made it to the show ring, but she would have not made it in life as a good saddle horse because she would have just been turned on all the time. I get all that gait done. Now I want her to relax. So now I'm going to drop my hands and relax my body. And I'm going to look for her to drop her head. With all that energy and with all that excitement, look how I've changed my body completely, and look how my horse is changing how she's carrying herself. I put a little pressure on the reins whenever she speeds up more than I want, and I'm waiting for her to relax, and I release. I don't care how energetic the session is, but I want the session to start and finish calm and quiet. I don't care if we're doing canter work or gait work or jumping work or roping or shooting, but I want to put the horse away calm and quiet so that when I get her out the next day, she's calm and quiet. And that's how you're really going to have the best of both worlds. the smoothest gaiting horse imaginable that's willing to go all day long. Also, the same horse that you can drop the reins and she's willing to walk. So what I'm really trying to drive home to this filly is when the reins are up, your motor's allowed to be on. When the reins are down, I want you to be relaxed. If you do that and we're on the same page, I'm going to keep you as comfortable as I can. And that's really what I'm trying to do here. Well guys, this was Bambi, and that was getting your Paso to gait. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.